Alright, so my friend sent me this video. It was like on Kenpachi versus Byakuya and Toshiro in the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. And I thought I'd just do a little debunking this because honestly the reasoning for this like matchup is not good at all. So I thought I'd do like a live debunk on this video. So let's get right into it. So his first reasoning for Kenpachi being over the Byakuya specifically is statements from Can't Fear Your Own World, which, first of all, I don't think there's like any way you can prove Can't Fear Your Own World to be canon. Besides that, there's also like contradictions in Can't Fear Your Own World to the manga. For example, like one thing I can think of is in this scan right here, Ginjo, who's like scales above most people within like the Arrancar arc, Soul Society arc, and a good amount of people in the 1,000 Year, and currently at least. He's like slower than lightning. It says like said to be going at lightning speed. Even if you just barely sidestep it, there's no way he would be unharmed if he were to get caught up in the electrical discharge. So it's saying like Ginjo's barely able to dodge this like lightning speed attack, even though we get like feats of them being light speed in Soul Society, such as like Negacion, Sero being light speed, the Oswalin. It's like he just scaled above all of them. Yeah, he can't dodge a lightning speed attack. So it's just like contradictory to manga. So definitely don't think it's canon. So that reasoning's kind of like out of the door. His next one is he says that people try to use the feat of Byakuya blowing his head off when he's frozen. Personally, I don't use that. The thing I use is right here, in speed at least, right here. Byakuya is able to like get Renji and Rukia out of the way at the same time, out of final form Gerard attack. This would just scale above like any Gerard that Kenpachi's fought. And then he does it again right here. He like blocks his attack, and being able to block his attack meaning is like AP relative to this final form Gerard, because he has to output like a similar amount of force to be able to like cancel the attack out completely, which is what he does right here. He says that Byakuya states Gerard even before Volstandig is an opponent they can fight 1v1. Doesn't really matter. I think this is more so referring to how his miracle works. Like if you damage him at all or kill him, he becomes stronger. So I think it's like he's saying if I fought him 1v1 or like someone else fought him 1v1, we'd start being fatigued, right? And then Gerard with the miracle just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So I just don't think that means that Byakuya isn't scaled him at all. So here he talks about the feat where he blows his head off. Again, I don't use that. And then he brings up post Bankai base exhausted Kenpachi, like grabbing his foot right here. I mean, sure, I guess that could work for like a strength feat, but within the matchup, I don't think that matters at all, because the really only thing that decides this matchup is like speed and AP, maybe abilities, especially for Toshiro, just abilities. So like I don't think this strength feat is like relevant in any way to this matchup. We go to this next slide or whatever. Okay, here he brings up Kenpachi being able to like withstand, or he talks about Kenpachi being thrown into outer void of space, which we clearly see Kenpachi doesn't resist this at all. Like he mentions how like all the effects that happens to Kenpachi, and we see like right here Kenpachi's like completely like really messed up. So I don't know why he ever brought this up. Talks about us not resisting Rukia's absolute zero. I don't see how this is relevant to the matchup at all. Then he brings up how Gerard is able to resist Toshiro's freezing ability with his raw power Nas miracle, which I mean that's fine. I don't think Kenpachi scales this Gerard at all, so I don't see how this matters. Guess we can go to his next slide. Okay, I think this is the last one. I'm not 100% sure though. Here it's just him talking about his eyes. He says Toshiro stated he cannot be touched when he enters his adult state, yet Valkyrie managed to capture him and Byakuya as well when he's something relative in power. So I guess he's just saying that Byakuya and Toshiro are relative in power, which is completely fine, because again, we see Byakuya has like relative AP to this final form Gerard who Kenpachi doesn't scale with, and he's like able to dodge his attacks as well. So them being relative in speed and AP is perfectly fine. That just upskills Toshiro even more. What else did he mention? He says Kenpachi's the only one who's actually able to kill him. Again, doesn't matter. Killing is the only way you can like scale to somebody. Again, the Byakuya being able to cancel his attack, and as well like moving Rukia and Renji out of the way would just scale him, like at least relative to this final form Gerard, who scales above any other Gerard we've seen, especially the one that Kenpachi fought. Toshiro never damaged Gerard, again that's fine. And then yeah, Byakuya managed to damage Valkyrie only once, again also fine because he scales to a stronger Gerard than the one that Kenpachi scales to. I think that's the end. Yeah, so that's the end for this video. Another thing I like to bring up is Toshiro and his fight with Gerard. So not like Kenpachi is like, sure, he's damaging Gerard's sword earlier. I think it was like 667, which I could actually go back to. Yeah, so like in Kenpachi's fight with Gerard, they're like relative in AP because Kenpachi is like he's hitting his sword, but the sword is taking like barely any damage. Let me see later, Toshiro, when they're fighting, he like slices through his sword like butter right here. So I'll just scale this Toshiro's AP over Shikai Kenpachi's AP. And then another thing a lot of people try to bring up is Kenpachi seemingly blitzing Gerard in his full standing state, not his full standing state, his miracle state. I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. So people try to say that Kenpachi blitzes him because he like jumps up and slices him in half, but we literally see Gerard pulling his shield up to try and block it. It's like he definitely reacts and he definitely blocks it. The only thing that happens is like Kenpachi seemingly has like this extended range, so he just slices through his shield because his AP is over his shield, which like that's perfectly fine. People also try to bring this feat up right here, which again, even like shown in the Soul Society arc, Kenpachi has like this extended range with his Ryatsu or whatever. Like he can swing and cut like a very far distance. So I think Gerard just like wasn't expecting that, which is why, you know, he got cut in half. Also about the sword feat, in Volstandig, his sword literally one-shots Kenpachi. I think it's like right here. It like one-shots Kenpachi, cuts his arm off. And then again, Toshiro is able to like slice this in half like butter in his dull form. So Toshiro should definitely be able to like damage Kenpachi. Even if he couldn't, I don't think that matters. He could just use Shikai Hoketsu, or this ability right here, I don't even remember what it's called, Flash Freeze, where it like negates the abilities right here. If it's frozen, all matters ceases to function. So he could just do that and it would like negate Kenpachi's durability. So that's perfectly fine. So yeah, overall this video was like really bad. Toshiro and Byakuya like bully Kenpachi. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.